Hi, I'm Paul Jennings. I'm the minister of Stockport Wesleyan Church, and if you're a young Christian today, you're at school or college or university, or maybe you've just started work, I just want to encourage you to make a stand for the Lord today. I know it can be difficult when you find yourself surrounded by non-Christians, can be tempted to compromise. I don't want you to compromise your faith, what you believe, not for 1 second, but to stand on the Word of God. You know, we bring a message that is radical and challenging to people, and it must be like that to shake them out of their indifference and their complacency. You know, if you are a young person, and particularly if you're at school or college, I want to make you aware of something that has been happening to your education system for quite some time. We've been aware of it for a long time, but it has just got worse and worse, and that is the infiltration of the education system by liberals, atheists and homosexuals. This is not me being alarmist. There is a school in Sheffield even now where children as young as 4 have been taken through a sex education program. Children as young as 6 being taught about same-sex relationships. Why do they need to learn about these things at such a young age? Because the people who are wanting them to learn it are coming with an agenda. They want to change the way that children and young people think, particularly if they are the children of Christian parents. They want to change that, and they want to influence them into accepting things that are contrary to the Word of God. I want you to be aware of that if you're going through education. And you may say, well, you know, what can I do? Well, there's a number of things you could do. What you could do is you could speak to the teacher or the lecturer and say, let's have a debate about this. Can't we hear from the other side? What about people who hold traditional beliefs? And you might want to use that phrase and say, can we hear what they have to say? You know, shouldn't there be 2 sides to every argument? So you're not just accepting what's coming through, that which is portrayed as being normal. Another thing you can do if you've got younger brothers or sisters who are at school is, if they're being taught this kind of thing, then you can give them a Bible view on this. You might want to take them to Romans chapter 1 verse 26 to 27, or Jude verse 7. Remember, Jude has no chapters, just verse 7, and that will give them a Bible view, that will give them God's view on those particular subjects. Something else you can do if you want to take a more active approach, if you go to our website www.cgv.org.uk, if you go to the section marked media, you'll find a downloadable leaflet there. It's in PDF format, and you can print that off and hand it out round your friends and classmates and whoever. If you want, you can take the words on there and you can create your own leaflet. If you want to put it in a different style, feel free to do that. There's no copyright on that, and it's entirely free. Another thing that you can do is you can talk to mom and dad, if your parents are Christians, about home education. Many people don't know this, but you can actually take your children out of school and you can educate them at home. It's quite legal to do that, and you don't have to follow the national curriculum. So you might want to make mum and dad aware of that. You can point them to a website, www.home-service.org, and that is a site that's particularly for Christians who are interested in home education, and there's lots of resources on there that you can show them, and they will send you information. They'll send you leaflets and all sorts of things about that. But I just really want to encourage you and let you know that my prayers are with you. If you're a young person and you love the Lord, make a stand for Christ, stand for righteousness and true holiness. Don't follow the crowd, don't do what they do, but know that there are other Christians around the world that stand with you. And stand up and understand what they're trying to do to your education system. You know, see that they're coming with an agenda. They're trying to change the way that people think, but we're not going to change. We're going to take a stand on the Word of God on this. I am confident in my heart that Christians today are making a stand throughout the world, that we're not going to be bullied and pushed around by these people, unrighteous people, wicked people that are trying to take children and brainwash them into certain ways of thinking. We've got the Lord on our side and we've got the Word of God. So let's make a stand on it today and put your trust in God. I pray that God will bless you as you seek to serve Him and get to know the Bible. You know, that's the way to do it. You know the Word of God and stand on the Word of God. I want you to be encouraged today. Even if you're the only Christian in your school, college or university, if you're the only Christian at work, it doesn't matter. You know, the Lord will stand with you. You know, and let us remind ourselves that God has appointed a day on which He will judge the world in righteousness. Make sure that we're on the right side for when that judgment comes.